loves, welcome back to another beautiful tutorial. So today's video we'll be learning how to cut and sew this beautiful bubu dress that I have on. It has patches and a drawstring design at the front. So if you want to learn how we achieve this style, please keep on watching and don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. So here I have my sewing tools ready. I have my fabric. I have about 3.5 yards of striped fabric, but 3 yards is going to be enough because this is not a full length dress. It's a midi dress. So I have my Ashoke. That's what I'm going to be using for the patches, and I have 1 yard of Ashoke each. So without further ado, let's jump right into this video. So here I folded my fabric into four, and I folded this vertically because this is a striped fabric. We need the lines to be straight. And what I have here on fold is 23 inches on fold. That is how I want mine to be. That's how big I want it to be. So just fold yours according to how you want it to be. The full length of the dress is 48 inches. So I have 48 inches plus folding allowance. For my neck width, I'm going to mark 3.5 inches, and for my neck depth, I went ahead to mark 1.5 inches. So I'm going to connect that in a curve. This is for the back neckline. We are still going to work on the front neckline later. So now the next step is to come down by 1 inch for our shoulder slope. I came down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope and I connected it all the way to the neckline, just the way you see me doing. So the next step now is to mark my armhole or sleeve opening. So I'm going to come down by 13.5 inches for my sleeve opening. So I went ahead and marked 13.5 inches. I marked 13.5 inches because I want mine to be very free and big. So now the next step is to mark our horizontal measurements. So I'm going to mark my hip measurement divided by 4 plus extra 6 inches. So you can just do it according to your body measurement, the highest part of your body measurements plus extra inches or how big you want it to be. So that's exactly what I did. After that, I'm going to create a curve here at the armhole, just the way you see me doing. So you can use your free hand and create a curve. So now I'm going to extend the measurements to the full length of this dress. So that is exactly what I'm doing now. I'm extending the measurements all to the full length. And once I'm done with that, I'm going to just connect it all with my chalk, and then I'm going to proceed to cut it off. So the next step now is to work on the front neckline. So we are going to separate the front from the back, and we're going to cut the front neckline because the front neckline is going to be different from the back. So I'm going to fold this fabric and I'm going to come down by 4 inches for the front neckline. So my neck depth for the front is 4 inches, and then I'm going to connect that in a curve like this. So once I'm done with that, I will just cut it off. And if you can remember from the picture we are working with, this dress has a slit at the neckline. So I'm going to come down by another 4 inches for the slit. This is how I want mine to be. So I came down by 4 inches and I'm going to just open it up. I'm just going to slit it open, just how you see me doing. So once I'm done with that, the next step now is going to be the facing. We are going to work on the facing for this front neckline. So this is a piece of fabric I'll be using to cut the front neckline. For the measurement, just measure your neck width and the neck depth, including the slit plus extra allowance. So I'm going to fold it into two, and I'm going to place my neckline on it, my front neckline on it exactly how it is. And then I'm going to cut out exactly the same thing I have on my front neckline. So please just pay attention. When you cut out exactly what you have on the front neckline, open up the slit as well and stop where the front neckline slit stopped. Just make sure that everything is the same thing. So can you see how it is? We have two necklines now. So I'm going to just place it right sides facing each other on the main neckline, just the way you see me doing. Just pay attention, you're going to understand it. Place it right sides facing each other like this, and I will go over to my sewing machine and stitch all the way using 1/2 inch allowance. This is very simple, guys. For my back neckline, I'm going to use this bias tape that I cut out. That is how I like to do my back neckline. So I'll use it and turn it over. So here I added gum stay to my facing to make it more strong and to make my slits stand strong. And after doing that, I just folded in the edges of the facing. As you can see, I use my hemming gum to just do that. And if you notice on my main fabric, I have my gum stay on my slits. This is to make it stand very strong and not be too soft. So you can do that as well if you want yours to look very neat. So once I was done, this is how neat my neckline is looking. As you can see, I like my facing looking very neat, even on the inside, just the way you see mine. So I believe yours is going to turn out like this. So for the back neckline, I've used my bias tape to, pipe it, and this is how it is looking as well. So the next step now is to attach our Ashoke patches to this dress. So I already cut out three patches and the width of this is 9.5. The length is 11 inches. This is totally optional. This is how I want mine to be. So I'm going to just place it like this. This is how it is going to be on top of each other, just the way you see it. So I'm going to just carefully place it on top of one another. And before I sew this, I'm going to use my pin to hold the first one because I have to sew the first one first before sewing the second one. I don't know if you guys understand. So I'm trying to just pin everything together so it doesn't move while I sew. So when I'm sewing it, I folded it in by just half inch. And remember I said you have to sew in the first one first before adding the second one back. The second one is going to overlap on the first one after you've joined it together. So here I've joined the first and the second one. The next thing now is to finish up the third one. So you can see how the middle one I've already sewn it and then I'm going to place this third one on it because it's going to overlap. So I'll go over to my sewing machine now and I'm going to sew it all the way round. So here I'm done sewing and everything is in place. Can you see how it is looking? So this is how beautiful it came out. So here we are going to find the midpoint of this line. Just keep it in mind. We are going to come back to it later. So this dress has a drawstring and that's what we are trying to measure now. So I measured from this last patch to the full length of the dress because that is how long our drawstring is going to be. So I got 17 inches. I'm going to cut out a piece of fabric. The length is going to be 17 inches. The width, I think the width is about 2 inches or so. Just make sure that you cut out the one that will be enough to pass your drawstring. So I'm going to just fold it side by side like this. I'll use my hemming gum to secure it. And then I'm going to just paste it like this so that we'll be able to pass our drawstring. So that is exactly how we're going to do it. So here I've already used my hemming gum to secure this by the side and you can see how neat it is looking. I'll advise you use hemming gum so that it will look very neat when you're sewing. So I've also gone ahead to sew the strap I'll be using for the drawstring. So this is how it looks. Just cut out your normal fabric and sew a strap. It is very simple. So now we are going to find the midpoints. Remember I told you guys we are going to find the midpoints of this last patch. That is where my drawstring is going to start on the left side of this dress. So, but before that, I'm going to hem the base of this dress before we add our drawstring to give us a neat finishing. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll go over to my sewing machine and hem both the front and the back. So I've already hemmed the base of the dress. So I'm going to find the midpoints of this patch, this last patch where we're going to, start our drawstring. So whatever I got there, I marked it and that is where I'm going to put my drawstring. So I'm just going to place this fabric on it. I'm going to fold it in at that edge so it's going to look very neat. So I'm going to just place it there and then I will go ahead and pin it. So after pinning, I'll cut off the excess here at the base and then I'm going to fold in the rest of the fabric. So after folding it now, the next step now is to go ahead and sew at the middle because we are going to sew at the middle first, then sew by the side and then add our drawstring. So I'll go ahead and sew at the middle first, then sew by the side. So guys, can you see how it is already looking? I've gone ahead to stitch the sides and the middle of this fabric. So the next step now is to get our drawstring and we are going to pass it. It's very easy like that. So I'm going to use my safety pin and pass this through just the way you see me doing. Just go ahead and do it the way you see me doing. So there are different ways you can add your drawstring. You can cut your strap separately and then when you get to this point, you can just stitch it and then start with the other one. But me, I'm using a longer strap. All I'm going to do is just pass it through the other hole like this and then bring it out again. So here, as you can see, I'm done, and this is how beautiful our drawstring is looking. So you can now draw it and make it anyhow you want, and this is how it is going to look. So this is how it looks from the front part. You can see how it is very, very beautiful. So that is all for the drawstring. You can just use your hand and make any design that you want. Make it longer, you can make it shorter, you can just leave it like that. So now the next step for us is to join the front and the back piece. So the back piece, I'm going to place the front piece right sides facing each other, and I'm going to start with the shoulder. I'm going to join both shoulders together. So I'll go over to my sewing machine and I'm going to secure that first. So I'm done with the shoulder. I've joined it together and this is how it is looking. So now the next step is for us to work on the sleeve. So I'm going to fold a fabric and attach to this sleeve because I want it to be like that. So I'm going to measure what I have all around the sleeve. And when I get that, I'm going to cut out exactly what I have. So this is what I already have. I've joined it together. So I'm just going to attach it to the sleeve. So now I'll go over to my sewing machine and make a stitch for both sleeves. So this is what we have. I'm still going to iron this out so that it will look very neat because I currently don't have light. So that's why it's looking rumpled. So now I've joined it on both sleeves and this is how it is looking. We are coming to the end of this tutorial. The next step now is to just join everything together. So from that sleeve, I'm going to turn the back and then I'm going to join it all the way to the end using the sewing allowance that we have. So I'll go over to my sewing machine to sew both sides. So here I've joined it together as you can see. So I'll just turn it over to the right side so you guys to see how it is looking. So this is how it is looking. I've joined everything together and this dress is already looking very beautiful. I'm still going to iron this out to make it straight. So this is how it looks. This is our drawstring and you guys, this is very, very beautiful. It's a very simple style that you can make for yourself. So my loves, if you watched to this point, thank you so much for stopping by. If you have any questions, please comment down below and I'm going to respond to you. If you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified each time I upload any video. So I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.